Good morning. Need to fox. Need to work through this kind of plateau that I feel like I'm hitting right now. So I've reached out to 25 people, I think, so far. Warm network and some in the cool-ish network. And there are a couple things. One, I'll say this now. One, I've been finding I need to come up with a different strategy for this type of work, because I'm finding my focus is getting really distracted, because basically all I'm doing right now is just sending messages to people and responding to messages. And I've also been trying to be more active and contributing to this school community, because there are some guys in there that are YouTubers. So, but I've just the task switching of making a school community post, or reading a post and making a comment and then jumping back over to a conversation and then making a response, and then finding someone new and sending a new message. My brain, I was struggling yesterday, and the best thing I could think of was some system of take a focus block of gather all of the people, and then another block, different block, that's sending all of the messages. So I might try that today, but now that I just thought of that, brings me to the other thing that I wanted to share, which was, I feel like I was hitting a bit of a plateau, and I think it's because I've reached out to everyone in my in-network warm leads type of thing. And so I've started looking at school communities. That's SKOOL.com. And the one I'm in is good. There's some YouTuber content school communities, but kind of hesitant. So anyway, TLDR, I'm starting to reach cool or cold reach outs. And yesterday I sent off 10 DMs to people on school, starting conversations, not pitch. Hey, I see you're also in this school. How are you doing? And school caps you at 10 DMs per week, which is not ideal, considering I don't know, I need to hit some arbitrary, amount of 200 or so reach outs in order to actually get the number of people I need to get this going. So I kind of feel like I'm out of good options right now. And layered on top of that, one of the guys that started using testing out my software, he used it maybe a week ago, and he said he used the recommendations, the video ideas, and he actually made two videos from those. And I was like, that's actually sick. That's amazing. I can't wait to hear how they go. And then I looked at his channel, and the two most recent videos like totally flopped. And I was like, oh no, no. So I think, well, I need to figure out what my positioning is here, because I don't want to position myself as a, like, guaranteed this is going to be a viral hit. It's just not possible. There's just too many variables. But I think I'm gonna end up having a lot of mixed results, because one of the videos that I made that was based off of a title actually did better than average. And when the guy here was using it, he was like, yeah, I just know these are good titles. And so, but that is another core fundamental question, is like, yeah, sure, they look good, but like, do they actually work? Do the titles actually outperform? And yeah, so I have a bad feeling about the feedback that I'm going to be getting from him. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, just part of the job. And I feel like what has been getting me through this so far is this like actual core belief that what I have is valuable, and that there are people out there that this solves their exact problem. Beautiful. I'm gonna do a quick cut here and take a photo. Okay, I'm back. I have this belief that I know that there are creators out there that are using vidIQ or that are using tools, and my titles are just better. Like, I just know that. So yeah, it's like I just need, these. The other thing that I hadn't mentioned was I got through a good number of conversations yesterday with people, and I actually had a little bit of an expectation that they might say, oh yeah, I know John over here, he's on YouTube, like he might be interested. But all of them said no, and they also weren't interested in using it themselves. And so, like, I'm starting to rack up the no's, along with this guy who used it and his videos flopped, along with, reaching the end of my warm reach out list. So, like, I know I'm like 2 days into this, but it feels like I'm just like, I hit this plateau. But I'm not gonna quit. That's the thing. It's just like, I need to get through this. And so, yeah, I know they're out there. I just need to figure out how to find them. And I'm not quite sure my best strategy next. I actually don't know what my options are. I think I could join school communities and start to try to make more posts. I would have to figure out my positioning though, and because I don't want to just be like, hey, I made this tool for you, which maybe I could do, but I don't know. I need to feel it out. The other thing was starting to actually gather YouTube channels that fit my criteria. And I had an idea for how I could actually like code a bot to gather channels for me. The problem is not everyone posts their like business inquiry emails in their bios. And so I don't know, like if I find a channel that I feel like fits my criteria and there's no email, like how do I contact them? And so the other idea I had was, well, gather a list of channels and actually start watching their videos and like leaving a nice comment underneath it. And that could be helpful, but after the third comment, how do I get in touch with them? So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna figure out today is reevaluate what's my best strategy here and try to rein in my focus a little bit better, because I know if I try to like just do all of the things, my focus is going to get shot. Although we are going to get groceries today, so there's a bit of constraint there. So we'll see. But anyway, this is what I'm going through, dealing with, thinking about right now. And yeah, reminds me of back in Bali reaching out to travel bloggers, except those people all had emails. That was the best thing, I think, about that period. I was doing a bunch of market research for coming up with a tool for travel bloggers. It's like the best thing was that everyone had an email. And so it's just a matter of like, you just find the email, make sure they're qualified, have the right criteria for me, and then fire out an email. YouTubers, it's like I can find them, but I don't know how to contact them. So, yeah. We'll get through it. I know I will. It's just like, you get to one of these obstacles and you're like, wait, I actually don't know how to get around this one. So, anyway. That's it. See you tomorrow.